Hello guys, welcome to my channel, welcome to Game Art Tales. I'm gonna start the video asking you to forgive me my English, forgive me if I say something wrong, okay? I speak English, it's my second language. I'm a lead artist in the Canadian company, but I know that my English is not good enough to try to teach people how to work with Figma, Blender or Photoshop, okay? But I'm gonna try it. Since I left a post on the Figma channel on Reddit, many of you guys asked me to cheat some tricks, pass through my process of create my assets that I'm creating for my game, right? So here are some good examples of which kind of assets that I'm doing for my game. One thing that I would like to ask, if you can help me, click on the link that I will left on the comments and follow and add to your wish list the Cozy Garden. This is my second product on Steam, okay? And I'm using Figma to create all the elements that you can see here. I'm creating the UI that I think is the most common thing that people work with Figma, right? Is create UI for apps, for a website, and for a game sometimes. But because I feel it's a good tool and it's a perfect tool to create all my assets on this case. This is the second time that I use Figma to create my games, right? So as you can see here, I'm creating all the assets, the houses, the pets, the characters, right? And also the UI, okay? So if you can help me with that, okay, this is gonna be awesome. Okay, so let's go into my process. You're gonna see that's no big deal, guys, okay? So here's my characters, okay? This is my character. Here is a more complex illustration, okay? And let me go through and break this kind of process, okay? As you can see here, we have this kind of elements. This is a radish. I just break into pieces and you can see how can I build this. Let me try to move the stuff and I'm gonna see that there's no big deal. This is the highlight. I have the left here and this is the radish, right? And if I break it again, let me, okay, I will create this kind of let me detach instance, and again this is pieces, okay, this is the can be like the highlight, a small highlight, and here the body, okay. So kind of tool that I use to work with the shapes, right? Ellipse, rectangle. I use to work with pencil if I need some time, do a sketch, whatever, you know, and if I need to do something, whatever, just to understand the shape. So let's delete this, okay? I don't need this right now, and sometimes I use the pen, okay? But one feature that I use a lot on Figma is the boolean. So if I have this sphere and I have a second example, okay, I used to click in both and I use a lot of this all the time to create shapes. I can create some shadows, whatever I want to do, right? So I can play a little bit with that. I can do whatever, and even here, let me, you know, just you guys understand. Okay, that's it. And whatever I want to do, right? Just a weird shape, but it's okay. So here, this is an example of the body of the radish, right? As you can see, I have two shapes. Oh, and I have, you know, because it's gonna hide. So I have it, the shape here, right? And here is the highlight. Like I can, so here gonna be like a shadow of the radish. I have these stripes here, you know, same color of the stroke, and I have here, okay. So here I have some stroke. You're gonna see that the end of the stroke, like if I create a stroke, right, I have this and like this hard shape edge here. So something that I used to work with in my style, I put it rounded. Okay, let me delete this. This doesn't matter right now. So I'm gonna teach you how to create like an illustration. I go pass through my process. Okay, so first thing first, you're gonna go to Pinterest and find some cool reference and image for you be inspired. Okay, so have some reference about strawberry. This is not good enough, like it is not a good amount of image, because sometimes I would be surrounded of image, and because we have this kind of canvas and I can drop a lot of image, I would like to be surrounded of image when I'm doing something. So one thing that I can notice is I can use the ellipse, right, double click it and make some adjustments to have this kind of heart shape, right? These are kind of more rounded, and that's it. That's the shape that I want to work with, right? I'm gonna just make some adjustments on the colors, and let's start put some shading, right? So one thing that I would like to do is make a copy of the body. Let me do something more here, and I can start to work with the Boolean shapes. So here I have it, maybe the highlight, right? Something like that. I can use the shape here. This is gonna be this will be the highlight. I have a copy here, and let me. Okay, so you notice what I just did. So I have the body. Let me just click on Ctrl E and have the shape here. So I have another shape. Is a kind of highlight, like a more bright color here, and here is the shadow, right? That's it. Okay. So I would like to create these kind of lifts. I like the shape. I think it's pretty rounded, cute shape. So I'm using the pen. I'm gonna delete the stroke and I'm gonna use this color. Okay, it's not good enough, but doesn't matter. I'm gonna make the adjustments here. Okay, I'm gonna create something that I used to do is double click, and I can adjust the points, all the vertices, and make sure that I'm doing right here, right? So it's a good. I think we have a good shape here. Make it more rounded. Okay, so again, I can make a copy, and I can start work with the shapes here, and here can be the highlight. Okay, I don't like this, so double click and adjust the shape here, something like that. Okay, pretty nice. Okay, I'm gonna make a copy, and again make a create here the shape of the shadow, right? And let me do something here. I can adjust this shape. Let me apply some roundness, I think is the word. Sorry if it's okay. And okay, and here is the shape of the leaf. I didn't like this one. Okay, I think this is much better. Something like that. and I will create like a component, and I can apply here. Let me make it bigger, make a copy, invert. Just you guys understand what I'm doing, right? So let me make this shape here, and I just can follow the shape. Okay, not good enough, doesn't matter, because I need to adjust, play a little bit with the shape, and delete the stroke in this case, right? Sometimes I want the stroke, but on this case my style doesn't need. Okay, so I have it here. If I want subtract interaction, and I have the highlight here. Okay, I think you got it. My point. Let me. Okay, I have. Just click on Ctrl E, so I have the shape here, and I can make the adjustments, or even sometimes I can delete some vertices, and I can control. Oh, okay, and I can control the shapes better. Okay. Again, using the boolean, I can use this one, this color, and yeah, very nice. I think I like this one, and I need to create this kind of the top of this element. I can copy and just paste. Okay, nice. Okay, I just have this shape here. I think it's enough, guys. I will not spend a lot of time to create all the all the details. I think it's just a matter for you guys understand my process, right? So as you can see here, there's no big deal. Okay, no big deal. Let's just create the seeds, and I can teach you something cool. How can I add the strokes? So here is the hole. I think I'm gonna create something like that, make it darker. Okay, let me do something. Okay, I just want the seed, right? So I can do something like that. Take the color. One thing that I can use, but sometimes because if I change the shape, change the side, change the size of the element, sometimes this can affect. And I can use the drop shadow or an inner shadow. You know, this is a second a thing that I can use too. You know, I can use the shadow, but sometimes if I work with the shape, sometimes I have a better control. So here is the seed, right? No big deal. I just can, I don't know. Let's see if this is a good idea. And okay, create a component, and I can duplicate it. Okay, I think it didn't work. The shape like this color around. So let me delete this. And anything that I can, I can move, change, you're gonna affect the seed here. I can make it this one bigger, this one more rounded, more a circle. That's it. There's no secret. And I have a very nice, cute strawberry, right? Let me organize better the seeds. I think we have a good, okay. Just you guys understand what I'm doing. Again, if I want to change the colors, this is gonna affect all the seeds if I use the component, right? Okay, and here is a good trick. If I want to work with stroke, right? So I will not need these seeds inside, anything inside, just the shape, just the outside. I think I will need this, but I need to detach, and okay, let me union, create like a union, and that's it. I have the silhouette, right? I'm gonna place it here, but I'm gonna place it behind the strawberry. And I can apply the stroke here outside and make it bigger, you know? I can use the stroke here, something like that, a dark color, but I'm gonna use the white just you can see. So here is my illustration. This is my process. There's no other thing. Like this is my whole process of to create my assets inside Figma, right? So steps, important steps. Grab some reference to inspire, to help you to create all the shapes, like all the details for your illustration, and you can be surrounded of image. Here is a perfect example of how many image I took to create some buildings in my game. So you know, I went to Pinterest and try to find reference and be surrounded of reference like trees, houses, barns, whatever, and to understand what kind of roof I could create to my buildings for my game, you know, colors, everything. So you need to be inspired. You need to reference to understand what kind of palette you want for your illustration, palette, shapes, you know, styles, and be surrounded of all these images, right? I think it's a good point. With these steps and these kind of simple tools, as you can see, there's no big deal, no secrets. I think one thing that can help you a lot is work with components. You know, here I have one component. This is the same component, you know, like same component. Again, here, the roof, they are components, and I can, you know, if I change something here, gonna affect the other part of the roof. So this is a good thing that it's a kind of feature that we have here on Figma, but also you can see this kind of stuff on Photoshop too. Okay, I think the thing is Figma, it's I can place a lot of image around this canvas, and it's a simple tool, right? And work with vectors. So for me, it's almost a perfect tool, at least for this kind of stuff. So here is the character that I created. There's a but, as you can see here. I think this is a good example. I just use different shapes, like different components. If I turn off, we have the body. If I want to change, so there are different bodies, tail. Okay, I have one tail. So if I turn on, turn off, I can have different characters, like the horn. Here is the example of the eye using the boolean, you know. Yeah, I just changed the position of the eye. So everything that you see here was created this kind of process. Okay, again, sorry if I said something wrong, but I hope I could help you and teach you some cool stuff, some tricks for you create your illustrations inside Figma. Okay guys, if you guys want something more, just ask me on the comments. And again, if you go to this team and add the product, add Cozy Garden to your wish list and click on the following, this is gonna help me a lot. So that's all. Thank you so much to follow me through all this process, and thank you so much. I'll see you in the next time.